What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Salem WFS, and I'm here with another video for you today. And today we're going to focus on brand direct and brand exclusives in 2025. Now, if you don't know what brand exclusives are essentially a brand giving you rights fully to sell their items on different marketplaces. For example, buying Crest toothpaste, selling it on a Crest listing, and being the only seller for Walmart and Amazon. If you were able to land that, you would be chilling in Dubai or wherever else you want to be, right? So that is a brand exclusive. A brand direct is when you're buying goods from the brand itself, which is going to mitigate a lot of risk. And also, if they authorize you, it mitigates a lot of risk as well. So this is the future, in my opinion, if you're not pivoting to private label branding, just because, things are getting a lot more strict. And, this is the way, in my opinion, right? When I started my journey 4 years ago, retail arbitrage is what I started with. And I, slowly went over to online arbitrage, slowly dabbled with wholesale. And now I'm kind of slowly pivoting fully to brand direct, brand exclusive. I've been doing this for the last 3 months, and I have three Walmart brand exclusives and three Amazon brand exclusives that are doing very, very well. And I'm also in the process of launching two different brands to Amazon and Walmart from different country. So it is very, very exciting. And this is why I wanted to show a different kind of video just to provide some sauce to you all. I also did want to take a moment and say thank you so much for commenting, and subscribing on my videos. I get a lot of comments that my content is helping people left and right, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Please let me know what videos you want next, and I'll be more than happy to cook them up for you. All right, guys. So why would a brand want to work with you in 2025, right? So the first thing is that brand control. You're able to maintain high quality images and descriptions, ensure sizes, variation, everything is listed to what you want it to be listed at. And you also get to protect the brand's reputation. And just to lean a lot more into that for people who don't know, what I mean by that is if a brand is not on Amazon or Walmart registered, anyone is able to sell that item, right? Sometimes ungating is required, but even at that point, there's no proof if this product is legit. There's no proof that this product is authentic. So as a brand owner, if you have a brand, for example, and you're not aware that your product is on Amazon, they could be selling it on Amazon fake, different pictures, and you won't even know about it. It's going to destroy, your storefront, your brand, your image. So that's like the biggest thing. You have full control as a brand owner. You're able to remove people off listings, add marketing materials, all of that good stuff. So it's very, very important that they know that, right? Another big one is that MAP pricing is enforced, and that is minimum advertised pricing. So, for example, let's say that there is a Ninja slushie for $300, okay? And Ninja slushie says, hey, you are only able to sell this item at $300, right? If we're on Amazon listing their product for $300, they're probably listing it on their own website for $300. They probably have it on Walmart for $300, Target for $300, Best Buy for $300, right? That way, if someone chooses to buy this Ninja slushie, no matter what store they go to, it's the same price. And that way it doesn't, defeat one channel for the brand, right? That way the brand is able to distribute these Ninja slushies to all these different stores, knowing that all of them are going to reorder because people are buying them from all over the place, right? And to dive deeper into that, if you ever realize when there's a sale on Amazon for an item, if you go on Target or Walmart or Best Buy, typically that item is also matched at that price, right? So this prevents marketplace chaos, right? So if that product is $300 and there's 50 different sellers and everybody's undercutting, and the Ninja Slushie goes to $99, right? It's not a good look for the brand, and it's just overall a mess, right? So this is a huge, huge one as well. The third one is that there's less customer service headaches, right? Instead of so for example, if you're on a listing and a customer has a message, it typically goes to the person who's in the buy box unless they already bought that item, right? So if you're not a brand owner and someone reaches out, hey, I really want to take your supplement, but I have an allergic reaction to XYZ. Is this going to be okay? That person selling it, who's a third party seller, isn't going to know the answer to that, right? How do you know that customer is even going to get a response back? If they don't get a response back, they're probably not going to buy your product. And, it's just not a good look, right? So when you are authorized or you are registered, you do have more control to handle different customer service, issues and things like that, right? So another big one is inventory management. Okay. So when you are a business owner, so let's say that we have our own private label brand, right? My biggest thing is going to be my cash turn rate. If I could sell 1,000 of my supplement items to one seller and get my money, that is a W, right? Also, just handling inventory for e-commerce is a whole nother job role that you could hire in itself, right? You have to make sure that you're restocking. You have to make sure the logistics are good, all this stuff. So inventory management is a huge thing that you could also take from a brand and get that off of their plate, right? You also have to be important that there's no stockouts, right? If you're a brand exclusive and you're the only seller on a listing and it sells out for 3, 4 weeks and you're not going to get a replen for another month, that's not a good look on the brand and that's just missed money. So you got to make sure that you have a system in place to track your inventory and also track when you should restock your items. So that's the biggest thing. And then also it's going to reduce logistics issues. Instead of them having to worry about it, it's going to go through one person, which is going to just make everything super, super easy. And then lastly, being a strategic growth partner, right? You want to make sure that you set yourself up as a strategic partner, not a simple person saying, oh, I want to buy your product and sell it. Well, anybody could do that, but you want to set yourself up that you could actually guide them and help them. And that is what you truly should want to do if you do want to go this route, right? You want to run ads. Amazon has ads. Walmart has ads. There's agencies that you could hire. You could dabble in it yourself. There's a lot of different ways to run ads. And, running ads on an existing product that has, a good BSR versus a fully launched product is two completely different things. But ads is what's obviously going to drive uh, you know, ads are what's going to drive the volume to these listings. And also, with the brand registry, a lot of brands do not know how to get set up on brand registry. They don't know the benefits of it. So like I said, being able to be in control of your brand. If I'm a brand owner on a major marketplace, of course I'm going to listen to you, right? But that's me. Thirdly, optimizing listings, right? Walmart's changing constantly. Amazon's changing constantly. Social media is changing constantly. Like what we like and what we see changes constantly. Like there's a lot of trends that are in and out. So being able to hop on those and, express that to the brands is going to give you that leverage as well. And then all in all, you want to grow the brand, right? So for the brand that I'm growing, launching in the US, they're already existed in a different country. And this is a risk that I'm taking for myself, right? I want to grow with them. They're throwing in money on ads. I'm throwing money on ads. We're teaming up. They're hiring marketing people to get us what we need. Like we're all in it to grow, and it's going to take time and it's going to take money. But I'm willing to take that risk, right? And then you want to get them in new markets. Walmart is a new platform, as I tell all you guys. And now I see people slowly start to trickle over. But I've been saying this for 2 years now. Give Walmart another 2 years, and there's going to be brands thirsty to be on there. So take advantage of it now. And the last thing is show your value. Be straight up, be yourself. Hey, if you don't know how to do something, either research it before the call, research it before you begin outreach, tell them that you're not sure of something. Be a natural human, right? Pick up the phone and call people. You know what I mean? I mean, you are the expert at the end of the day. I've been doing e-commerce for 4 years and I, think everything I know is just simple ABC alphabet and it's not, right? And as a brand owner, not involved in the space that I'm involved in, you're not going to know a lot of these things. So make sure that you show the value. And I promise you, if you go through this and create your own script, hit the phones hard, do your research, you will land an account. And once you land that first account, the rest are so much easier. And if I could do it, you could do it. So this is why I wanted to show you this video. Let me know if you want more of these videos with different guides and methods because I do have a bunch of these. But stay locked in and just know that this is truly possible. If your Walmart or Amazon business is not fully where you want it to be at this time, feel free to reach out to me. I do one-on-one mentorship, but I am very selected. There is a cost to it. And if you do book a call, we could go over all of that prior to the call. But, I do want to emphasize that I have spent thousands of dollars on mentorships, mentors, discords, communities, and my business would not be where it is today without me investing into that, along with my network, right? Your network is your net worth. And the amount of people that I've networked with, collabed with, has been truly amazing. And it was all thanks to those communities and Discord. So I know it is very scary, but if you want to make that investment in yourself, it is 100% worth it. worth it. And you might be asking, why would a brand want to work with me, right? The reason why brands want to work with me is because I'm very good at what I do. And what I mean by that is I have systems in place for everything, and my team is very, very responsive, and it's a collaborative effort. This is not a simple, hey, I want to place a 500 PO, you know, and that's it. Sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes it's building the listing. Sometimes it's, giving them opinions on what makes a product good on Amazon, or having them, create a marketing campaign specifically just for Amazon, or trying new things. You know what I mean? Investing in advertisements with you, right? So what I typically do is I ask for the best price from the brand, and then I will let them know that I will run ads for you out of our pocket. All we ask is that if they end up doing very well, that you could maybe throw in a little bit, and then there is no profit split or profit share. My team and I get 100% of the profits, and then they get the volume, and then they also get their brand managed, right? If anybody hops on a listing, we get them removed. Any fake listings that we see, duplicated listings, we get them removed, right? So we are kind of like a hawk for them, and we are advisor to them. We let them know their sales. We let them know how many we're selling each week. You know what I mean? We have calls weekly. We have a WhatsApp group, right? So it's more of a partnership, and that's what makes it fun. It's kind of like I'm working for something bigger than what I am, right? And as I mentioned, I truly enjoy doing this, and that's kind of the paint the picture for you of what it looks like, right? Does every SKU that I purchase gonna sell? Maybe not, right? Is one SKU gonna take off and could be a bestseller? Absolutely. So you have to think big with this, right? I told the brand that I'm working with, I want to put you in Ulta and Sephora in 5 years, right? Like that's where my mind's at. And they love that because that's what they want. So when I say that, it's just, being genuine, being, on it. Talk is very, very cheap in 2025. A lot of people say, I could do this, I could do this. And then you email them, you message them, you don't hear from them. That's not how I operate. That's not how my team operates, right? We work 24/7 on the clock. We hit people back as soon as possible. And it is when it is, right? So, just wanted to kind of put that in the reference. And the last thing I'll say is that I do pick up the phone. I am myself. I am a human. And as long as you do your research, as long as you're confident in what you're talking about, you will be fine. Do your research first before you do your outreach. But this is why brands are working with me in 2025, and I am no different than you are. So stay locked in.